Hello, I'm Aditi and welcome to the Interiors Show. Every week I bring you designers who create the most beautiful homes. And on this episode, I have with me Bhavna Jacob, an architect cum designer who possesses the unique ability to blend beauty with purpose.
I'm Bhavna Jacob. I'm an architect and interior designer by profession. Interior design is like making lemonade out of a lemon, creating something beautiful from your heart. Professionally, I studied architecture. As a kid, I loved art. I loved to draw. My favorite gifts would be crayons and color pencils. You would see me with them all the time. I approach every project differently based on vibe, the necessity, the requirements of the client. Best part of a design process is creating something different and watching it come up right in front of you. And the smile on a client's face, nothing can top that.
Hi Bhavna, welcome to the Interiors Show. I want to begin by asking you that what are the factors that are very important while you design a space?
So many. The planning of a space, the colors you choose, the budget,
Okay.
and the client's own personal likes, dislikes.
So Bhavna, you've designed over 300 commercial and residential projects in India and abroad. So how different is it designing abroad?
Well, the process of execution is extremely different because in India, labor is very cheap. So our work is more labor intensive. There we try and get ready furniture and then we play with the walls and the decor and the artifacts to keep it simpler.
And now talking about your own house, I see the theme is very neutral. So what is the reason behind that?
I wanted to keep the fixed element like my furniture, the walls, my soft furnishings. I wanted to keep it neutral because I wanted my art to stand out. That's what I want to see at the end of the day. I don't want to see my over-decorated own work.
So Bhavna, what was the idea when you were designing this house?
This is a very practical home. It's just not for show. I have a young kid. I want him to enjoy this house as much as I do.
But you've refrained from making your space look monotonous by using a bit of bling. So tell me about that.
I like that little bit of bling in a formal living room. And at night, it really shows up in the light.
Okay.
You know, when you want it a little dim with candlelight, this adds a little bit of sparkle.
Bhavna, we've talked enough and now I'm getting really restless. I want you to take me around your house.
Sure. See, these are the walls. This is a rough, waterproof texture on which the enamel paint is done. When the light falls, it has a slightly dramatic shade.
Alright. So talking about another quality of this wall, that it's washable, right? So does that mean that, you have your son here, does he go and scribble around?
Oh yes, he has the freedom to do as he pleases and we just wash it off.
Bhavna, I'm sure that even this oil-based enamel paint does have a lifespan.
Oh, it's good. It's good for at least 10 years.
Wow, so 10 years it can go untouched with another finish.
Absolutely.
Moving on to the couch, Bhavna, the grey color, again it's there, prominent, but the monotony is again broken with that bling over there.
Yes.
So take me through it.
Actually, this is not regular fabric. This is synthetic leather.
Oh, but it looks exactly like leather.
Yes. And it is washable as well.
Bhavna, you talked about your love for art, and this painting is a clear reflection of that. It's a masterpiece. Where did you get it from?
This is from a street artist in Bali. What I like best about it is the eyes. They're completely hypnotic. And it's just not a painting.
Why?
As another feature.
Oh my God.
Yes, it conceals the television, which is not the prettiest sight in a living room.
Yes.
I'd much rather see a painting most of the time.
True. This is the first time I've ever introduced to something like this. It's a brilliant use of space. So you're merging utility and beauty in one space.
And there's more.
Yes, please show me around.
And this is another one. It also has another purpose.
Okay, so let me guess. What is behind this?
Open it.
Oh, there's a bookshelf. Wow. Bhavna, I see a very interesting feature in your dining area, and that are your benches. You've used them instead of dining chairs. What is the purpose behind that?
Well, actually, benches are a huge space saver because you can put them against the wall.
That can accommodate more number of people.
Yes, also. Yes.
Okay.
You know, and as a continuity to the rest of my house, again, the shade grey, black, white, and grey are not colors, they're shades.
Okay.
So they blend in with everything else.
So Bhavna, I've seen your living room and your dining area. I'm very fascinated by it, I have to tell you that. And now I'm really curious to see the rest of your house.
Come along.
Wow.
This is my room.
This reflects you because it's got such a earthy feel to it.
Yes, I wanted to keep it earthy
Yeah.
so that it's a peaceful room. You know, so you have a good night's rest. So I've used natural materials like wood. This is a veneer called coconut wood.
Is there a particular place you have to source it from?
Any good wood supplier would get it for you.
And how expensive or affordable is
It's
this?
very affordable.
It is?
It is.
Wow, I'm sure our viewers will love this. So Bhavna, again I see some sort of concealment here. What is this?
This is actually a speaker.
Oh,
Yes, we've embedded it into the wall
okay.
and given it a natural shade so it just blends in and doesn't stand out.
And Bhavna, I love this lamp. This design looks pretty antique though. What is this stone?
This is onyx marble. It's a very translucent marble.
Yes,
So it
I-
has a very good feature about it. And that is,
Oh,
it throws light if
Wow.
you light it from within.
and is it easily available in the city?
Yes, I've got it from Lightolia Marbles in Bombay. Aditi, you saw in the living room how I've used art to hide a television.
Yes.
Here we've used a television to hide a lot of extra
Oh.
stuff.
Oh my god. That is again a lot of space inside.
Yes.
Bhavna, this room is like a breath of fresh air. Suddenly I see this vibrant sea blue color.
Aditi, this room belongs to the boss of this house.
I thought you were the
My
boss.
12-year-old son.
Oh,
He was so specific. He wanted the color blue,
okay.
this shade of blue, and he wanted it shaded. So we
Okay.
had to spray painted it because he didn't want a solid color.
All right. And Bhavna, another interesting element is the use of white in your furniture.
Because white brings out color beautifully.
Okay.
Tomorrow I get bored, I can change it to an orange, I want to change it to a red. But my furniture stays constant as white and it complements the color that we bring to the room.
Bhavna, thank you so much for showing me around. And I have to tell you that you showed us how to balance beauty with practicality.
It was lovely having you over.
My pleasure. Simplicity is the keynote of all true elegance, and Bhavna's home is a true reflection of that. With neutral colors and her love for art, Bhavna has given us some great design insights. We are still with Bhavna in this lavish house that she has designed that truly reflects luxury in every detail. Bhavna, I'm in complete awe of this house. There is luxury in every detail. So I want to begin by asking you that how did the client come to know about you?
Actually, we do a lot of show apartments for developers. They saw one such show apartment and they were referred to me by a couple of people, and that's how they approached me.
So what was the client's brief for this house?
The first thing they told me was they didn't want a show apartment.
Okay.
They wanted a home that was a reflection of their personality.
So Bhavna, what was the biggest challenge in designing this space? How did you balance what they already had and the creativity that you wanted to explore in this new space?
The biggest challenge in this space, it was so large that I had to break it out to smaller elements.
So keeping in mind your client's lifestyle, how did you design the house?
Aditi, the clients were very clear on one point, that they wanted their private spaces like their private living and their public spaces like the formal living to be very well segregated.
What are those key elements that distinguish the two?
Firstly, physically, there's a good lobby that separates the two spaces to begin with.
Okay.
And secondly, when you see the family room, it's completely vibrant, it's a lot more fun and more interactive.
So how long did it take you to finish this project?
On-site work, at least 12 months, along with a lot of drawing work as well.
And which is your favorite spot in this house?
I think the guest room.
Oh, and why is that so?
I'm completely partial to 4-poster beds.
So Bhavna, finally after a year when your client entered the house, what was their first reaction?
They loved it. And I'm so glad they loved it.
I think it's a crime to just sit and chat. I would rather walk around and look at the house. So
Absolutely.
Please take me around.
Let's go. This is the formal living room. This is where most of the entertaining is done.
Wow, it's beautiful.
It has 2 separate seating areas.
Okay.
This seating area is defined by its wooden ceiling because that's very rich and subtle at the same time.
Yes.
And it gives that sense of warmth to a space.
One more thing I observed was the furniture is really simple, beige colors. But I like how it's infused with pop-up colors like pink and orange and red.
And lime green, because these are the colors that have come through the paintings.
Okay.
So to complement the paintings, we've thrown in these elements.
Talking about the paintings, the client is a big art and artifact collector. So how did you go about assorting them for different spaces?
They guided me.
They guided you?
Yes, I have got a lot of input from them, and also where we had larger walls, we could play with the collection. The wall right in front of us is defined by that beautiful painting there. Aditi, we've created, as you can see, a flat archway, not a curved one, a flat archway in wood. This kind of defines a new segment of space as we step into it.
And talking about that, I think this definitely catches my eye.
Absolutely, it's a focal point. Well, the client was very clear about that. They wanted a pop-up color.
Okay.
And ironically, it also reflects in their rugs, the similar color in little parts. Okay. These are hand-woven, handcrafted rugs.
Wow.
Yes.
So Bhavna, I've seen the living room and this area, and I know there's a lot more hidden inside.
Yes.
So please take me around, especially to your favorite spot, which happens to be the guest room.
Definitely.
So Bhavna, this must be your favorite room.
Yes, this is. I love the 4-poster bed. I love the paintings inserted into the 4 posts.
Yeah, these paintings are quite interesting. But what's even more unique is how against this white background, you've placed these really bright orange cushions.
These are inspired by the painting that is sitting behind us in the seating section.
So Bhavna, this is a lovely cozy room. And now I want to see how you've divided the formal and informal living area.
This is the connecting passage between the formal and the informal part of the house.
It's beautiful.
It's been converted into a lobby space.
Okay.
Very vibrant
Alright.
and interesting.
So Bhavna, for our viewers, just tell us, how can we make our lobby more interesting?
Here we have hanging suspended lamps.
Okay.
We have a beautiful wallpaper which is a backdrop for these lovely chairs. There are niches with the client's brass collection. This is the family room.
Okay. Bhavna, so what are the factors that you've considered while making this family room?
Well, it's a fun place. It's very vibrant. The client was bold enough to use bright sinduri red.
Yes, I can see that.
And it's a very interactive space. The client loves audio and home theatre. That's his passion.
I see really massive speakers here. So are they that big movie buffs?
Absolutely. They love their music. They love their movies. There are a lot of elements in this space.
Okay.
One is the seating for the home theatre and audio. One is the private dining. And that can be converted to a pool table.
Like a pool table?
Yes.
Are you serious? How is that possible?
Well, we'll show you.
Let's have a look. So Bhavna, how does this turn into a pool table? Because I see no way how it can become a pool table.
Okay, work with me.
All right.
Put your hands there to that end.
Yeah. And
Slide.
oh my
Lift it up.
God! Wow, that is so unique. So
And so much fun.
yes, Bhavna, this is really interesting. So how did this idea come about?
Well, the entire credit goes to my client. It
Okay.
was their idea.
Now, what more do you want me to see?
A lot more.
Yeah?
Yes.
Please take me around.
Follow me. This is my client's wife's study. This is very strategically placed
How?
in front of the beautiful view behind you.
Wow, that's a great view, Bhavna, and not many in Bombay have the luxury of having this view.
Yes, this view must be so inspiring for her, being a writer and everything.
So that was exactly what she wanted. So Bhavna, every room in this house has a story to tell. So do you have more stories still left?
Just one more.
Yeah? Let's go. So Bhavna, I've never seen such a long passage to a room. What was the reason behind this?
The client's daughter came to our office, showed us a earring which had typical filigree work
Filigree work in an earring.
in a earring, and she said, "Give me something like that."
Okay.
As in terms of artwork. So this is what we came up with. We've done laser cut steel sheets, backlit with LED lights,
Oh my God.
and the colors are because of the stained glass behind the steel sheets.
So Bhavna, let's have a look at the room now. Bhavna, this is your client's daughter's room. I see a combination of white and blue.
Yes.
So where is this derived from?
She was very clear that she wanted a very Mediterranean style room, which is why we've used the aqua blue with white, and then we've offset it with another color. She's a young college going kid. Also, as you can see, we've customized the bedding, we've customized the curtains. As you can see, this is beaten zardozi, which is a very traditional Indian handcrafted work.
Thank you so much, Bhavna, for showing me around this beautiful house, and I must say you've done this fabulously.
Thank you.
Right now I have with me Utkarsh Kalani, the owner of World of Stones, which is a popular brand that deals with natural stone products. Welcome, Utkarsh.
Thank you.
First of all, I have to tell you that I love the ambience of this store. It just makes me feel like I'm at home.
Thanks.
So how long has the store been around?
The store is a very recently opened store. We opened it this month only.
This month?
Yeah, but we have a similar store in Delhi,
Okay.
working for last 2 years.
So what is the speciality of this store?
In this store, we deal with all natural stone products. The speciality of the store is we have created a live environment. It gives an opportunity for a customer to visualize how his own living space would look like, how would their drawing room be, and how would their bathrooms look like.
Well, that's a very unique feature because I'm sure not many stores offer that opportunity.
Yes.
And
indeed.
are there many stores that deal with natural stone products, or you're one of those very few?
Yeah, we are among the very few stores.
Very few
Yes.
stores. Bhavna, you tell me, what is it that keeps bringing you back to the store?
Well, I am in love with natural stones.
Okay.
I think a natural stone is way better than a synthetic or artificial tile.
And does that also mean that the natural stones have longer durability?
Today, yes, they're pretty durable.
Okay.
They may be a little more in terms of maintenance. It's worth a while, and there are a lot of sealant products that are available in the market.
So Utkarsh, tell us about some of your handcrafted murals.
These handcrafted murals are a piece of art, so a person can transform his blank spaces into a lively place.
Okay. So how easy is it to maintain these handcrafted mural walls?
Maintaining handcrafted murals is not at all a problem.
Okay.
Nowadays, sealers are available. We supply murals pre-sealed in the factory. And the life is at least 8 to 10 years, and then again you have to resell them, that's all.
Wow, so Bhavna, I see this mood board here. Now, that's all I know. Tell me in detail, what does this comprise of?
Basically, this is a mood board. This is something we use very often to explain the look and feel of an interior to a client.
Okay.
Using various different materials that complement each other. This is a handcrafted mural.
Okay.
This is the same material polished for the floor.
Alright.
This is the color of the wood that we might use in the interior space.
Okay.
The color of the glass.
Okay.
the texture of solid wood used in certain panels, a little bit of gold leafing on the wall, fabrics that complement this gold leafing, leather that is used for upholstery, and wallpapers that might add that zing to a space.
Okay, so it more or less gives a fair idea to a customer of what is going to be.
Yes.
So Utkarsh, how affordable is it to own a handcrafted mural wall?
Now, these handcrafted murals are not in the same price bracket as other kind of wall paneling or wallpapers. But if you consider it with the workmanship involved, it's all handcrafted, it's natural, and then the life, the durability. That's the main part.
It adds to the cost. Okay. And which is the most common area where they use handcrafted mural walls?
Lobbies, staircases, because that really enhances the feature of a staircase.
True. So Bhavna and Utkarsh, we have talked enough, and I just want to go around and have a look at your store.
Sure, the most one.
Aditi, this is again a handcrafted stone mural. This mural is very nicely framed with this stone pergola. This is solid stone, yes? A pergola is basically a semi-open structure mainly used in outdoor spaces. So you get a sense of shade and sun all at the same time.
Yes. So Bhavna, what does this particular design of mural stand for?
This is called the tree of life.
Okay.
It gives a lot of sense of peace and harmony when you look at it, don't you think?
Definitely, when it's complemented with an interior like this, it just brings out the beauty. I want to see more that are on display inside.
Aditi, this is a relatively new technique developed on stone that gives it a very three-dimensional effect.
Oh yes, I can feel that.
I think they have very specialized machines to do this, to create this kind of effect.
Okay.
And this works in all kinds of spaces.
So Bhavna, where would you suggest our viewers use this for?
The possibilities are simply endless. A huge wall behind a reception desk, a panel in a bathroom, an entire wall of a bathroom, an entire wall of a bedroom.
Great, I'm sure our viewers will try to explore since the possibilities are endless.
Yes, let me show you some more interesting work. Aditi, there's a story behind this. When World of Stone entered the domestic market, they asked me to produce designs for them that they could sell to the general public.
So this is your patented wall.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And it's fortunately one of the best-selling walls that they have.
Well, I must say, Bhavna, that I'm not surprised to see that you have a patented design to yourself because your love for art comes out this way.
Thank you so much.
And Bhavna, on that note, I would like to thank you for giving me a glimpse into your creativity and imagination. It was indeed a creatively enriching day for me.
It was great showing you around. I'd like to give you a few tips while designing a space. To begin with, always work on a plan before you begin, because the plan is the heart of a design. If you can't do it yourself, then consult an architect or an interior designer. Number 2, just don't follow trends blindly. Stick with an interior that stays with you for a long time. Thirdly, don't invest too much in any one thing in your interior, because an interior is a culmination of a lot of aspects of design: floors, walls, furnishings, art, everything. And lastly, completely enjoy the interior process.
So today we got a glimpse into the various aspects of Bhavna's work. She showed us how effortlessly she can blend her style with the client's brief. With that, we come to the end of another episode of the Interiors Show. But next week, I'll be back with another designer where together we will explore new ways of making spaces look beautiful.